Hey guys, and welcome back to Churn Farms. It is day 2 of early autumn. We've been flying through the seasons, and we've sold off all of the silage. That was the last time we had gotten together, and that did net us about $259,000. Well, you can look at our bank account, and you can see that we definitely do not have the money that we had before. I think we had about $200,000 before we sold the silage, and after that we had about $460,000. But we are back down in the poorhouse. Not really, but closer to the poorhouse than we were before. But that's because we had to buy some stuff. We had to get a harvester header. We had to get the pellet press to make our straw pellets to sell those. We had to pick up a pallet of molasses. We actually have a barrel, or a big old plastic tub of molasses. We had to pick up a windrower. See that behind us there, and we've got a square baler. Well, we kept the square baler from last year, and I decided that we would make square silage bales out of the grass this autumn. We don't need the hay bales. That is for sure. We still have plenty of them. And to be quite honest, messing with the bunkers never been my favoriteest thing in the world. And I kind of got stuck down there. I couldn't get the bunker that we were using empty. I got it down to about 8,000 liters of silage, but it kept saying that there were 8,000 liters of silage. There wasn't any in the actual bunker. So my guess is it's kind of in between the concrete walls, and I tried all kinds of things to get it out. I tried a conveyor belt. I tried the Pottinger auto loader. That is my normal go-to to pick up things that I can't get with a bucket or something. I tried a sweeper. I tried to use one of those sweepers that basically would delete the silage. And none of that really got rid of it. So that kind of left that bunker completely unusable since I couldn't empty it. We had the other bunker, but I really didn't feel like messing with the whole compacting and unloading just to sell silage at a rate of about $250 per 1,000 liters. So I decided, well, let's just got the baler, we've got these butterfly mowers. All we need to do is pick up a windrower and a wrapper, and let's just wrap up these bales and turn them into square silage bales. And we can sell those square silage bales down at the BGA. So, why don't we just do that? So that's kind of the plan. We're going to got our wrapper down there staged, ready to go. We're going to pick it up and wrap up these bales, and really we can just pick these bales up whenever. We don't need to get them off the field right away. We can pick them up when it's raining. You can see in the forecast we have rain predicted. We have wet crop because we've already had some rain. We had some rain yesterday afternoon before we got around to mowing and baling this stuff up. And if we look at the forecast, you'll see we have rain in the forecast today. We have rain in the forecast for tomorrow. We have clear Monday. We'll probably be harvesting some of our barley on Monday and making straw pellets out of that, assuming that we get a dry crop sometime Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday we've got more rain in the forecast. Thursday, again, dry crop. We'll be back on our harvesting of barley. And we also have to harvest our potatoes. Then Friday and Saturday we have 2 more days of rain. So it's going to be a wet autumn. And I'm almost glad that we lost all that crop, because the way the autumn is shaping up, I'm not sure we would have enough enough clear skies or enough dry days to bring in all these fields. So that's kind of the plan, is to work in harvest as we can with our dry days. We will kind of mow and bale and wrap as we can. We don't need dry crop to do that. And then probably while it's physically raining, we won't mow and bale while it's physically raining. But while while it is raining, we'll probably come over here with our telehandler and trailer and pick up these square bales and take them down and store them down by the BGA, just to have them handy. That is where we're going to be selling them after all. Alright. That does this area. I'm going to go ahead and just run this here. Bump those bales a little bit. That up. Here, and turn this off. This guy up. Over here, turn you off, pick you up, and eject these bales, and fold you up. Right? We'll just drive you guys off the field. That one off. You off. All right. Over here and get in our little Massey and get to wrapping. And hopefully we won't lose too much volume off of these bales. We are still running at 15 times speed, so that kind of does put us under the clock a little bit. And again, I am my classic pink wrap. If you watched any of my Old Guy Farmer single player challenge, you'll know that I like to use the pink silage wrap. See, we are at 39,990 liters. We have already lost 10 liters off of these grass bales simply because we're running at 15 times, and it's been about 3 hours since we started mowing in game time. Now, we could have slowed the clock down, obviously, and mowed this whole field in probably, well, 10 real-life minutes. But that wouldn't have been overly realistic from the standpoint of how long it takes to do things. Mowing this field, this area, probably wouldn't take 3 hours, but it would take a heck of a lot more than 10 minutes, that is for sure. So, you know, it probably would have taken an hour and a half or so to mow this area. It's my general guess. And I'm just thinking about back when I was growing up, what we were able to get accomplished. We had a mower just like the disc bine, the in-game disc bine that we used. Remember, we got that partway through my haymaking career. Prior to that, we had a different mower that was a sickle bar mower, Had you know, individual triangle like shark tooth blades on the bottom, and you'd snap a blade off, and you'd have to basically go out there with a rivet, a hole punch, and basically punch out the rivet that was holding the blade in, and then you would basically have to put a new blade on, new shark tooth in, basically rivet that back into the sickle bar. And when we got the disc spine, that was pretty cool because that actually ran at that ran off the high speed PTO as opposed to the slower speed PTO, and that thing would just chew through any type of a grass, no matter how thick it was. You know, the sickle bar mower, you'd have to kind of be careful when it got thick. You'd have to go a lot slower to work through it. But the disc spine, it just chewed through pretty much anything that we had to give it. And it had little blades. The little blades didn't break off near as much because they were on kind of a little pivot. And if they hit a rock or hit some type of obstruction, they would just theory fold into the mower. Well, it looks like the rain's going to be coming in here soon. In fact, there is the rain. It's going to do a number on the bales that we still have unwrapped. And of course, this will take 8 days to have these bales ferment. Better bring it back up here. We go over here and we check this one. It still says it's grass. Bring out our Weepster. See, we have 192 hours to go until it is silage. That is pretty cool. Let's turn on a light so we can see. Let's just try to work our way around here. Hey guys, how are you liking the 24-day play? I know the second year I'm basically playing through at a lot faster of a pace than I did the first year. First year I skipped very little time. I played each game day as it existed. If I didn't have anything to do, I'd probably head up into the hills and I did a little forestry. This time around, I've done a lot of skipping time. Mostly because it took me about 150 game hours to real life hours to play through one whole 24-day season, and I didn't really have another 150 hours to invest in playing this through a second year. So you know, we've done what we needed to do, and then we skipped a lot of days through the fast forward feature. We could have made a lot of money by doing forestry. We probably could have deforested the map. The amount of days that we had to skip, we had available to skip. I think there's another bale down there. We'll have to go down and check. Oh, grass bale down here. Got these two. You could say that I put the forks on here to act as a bale bump. That would be giving me too much credit for planning ahead. Did not even think about that as a viable scenario for these bale arm or for these loader arms. But I guess you could use it as kind of a bale bump. That worked pretty good. So what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3 more grass bales to wrap. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. Wrapping. Let's see what the volume on these are. 3,981. 3,985. And all right. Let's check this one. 3,981. Okay. 3,985. And of course, once we've wrapped it, it's no longer going to deteriorate as a result of rain. And there we go. That up. And let's go ahead and start our train. And let's head on out to the next field. We're going to go down and stage over at the sheep farm, or the former sheep farm. See, we've got our potato stuff already ready to go. We'll be ready to dig up potatoes once we have a sunny day. No need to be digging up potatoes in the rain, and it's just a big old muddy mess then. I have to say, this road back here through the woods has been quite a handy shortcut. I'm really excited that I found this because it makes getting over here to the pig and the sheep area so easy and quick versus having to kind of make your way around the road. Let me know how many other people are playing in the comments. How many other people are playing this map? How are you all playing the map? Are you playing it with seasons? Are you not playing it with seasons? Are you playing it with more realistic? Now that would be quite an adventure, I think, with the way some of these fields are laid out, to use more realistic with churn. Be really interesting. Park this here. And wait for everybody to come on in. You off. Off. Now I could, in theory, set up the wrapper on a follow me course with an offset, and then basically just drive the mower and everybody else just follow me around. But sometimes the bales don't come out straight, and when they don't come out straight, then the wrapper guy can get all messed up. So I find it just works just better to kind of bale everything up, especially when you're doing smaller areas like this, and then come around and wrap, as opposed to constantly having to kind of babysit everything. So that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. It's raining. I'm not going to mow. You don't really need to do any animal care. You don't have any sunflowers to take advantage of the great demand here. You can see our wood chip price is up as what it used to be. I think it was like $85 back in summer. It is now up to $99. I've seen it up to $101. So it is on the climb. Silage is pretty much holding steady where it was. And our straw pellets, they're down a little bit, but still $600 for straw pellets per 1,000 liters versus the bale price of straw bale is, where is that at? Right around $54. High of maybe $60. You know, so $60 per 1,000. So that's $240 per bale. And then if we look at this, $600 per 1,000 of straw pellets. And we know that we're not a 1-for-1 ratio. We know that we get less pellets per liter of straw than we get bale. But still, if it's one bale makes one 4,000 liter bale makes 1,000 liters of pellets, we're still in the good to be making our pellets. So that's what we're going to do. And depending on weather, we may be working our potato field when we come back, or we may be harvesting some barley. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider clicking the like button. If you're not a subscriber, it'd be a great joy to me if you would hit that subscribe button, and then you can get notifications of upcoming content. And also encourage you to go check out the guys down in my description below. They all do YouTube content, and they all do a really great job. They all have unique and different play styles. So go check them out. You might find somebody you like. Heck, you might find somebody you like better than my play style. But I wouldn't encourage you to unsubscribe from me from that stance. We need to fix that. Get on my... Let me get this on. I didn't put my track IR on today. But let's see here. This does it. Does wipers. That does it. Let's look out. Yeah, there we go. There, that looks a little bit better. Maybe if we detach and reattach, it'll line up a little bit better. Well, a little bit better, not quite, but still. Now it looks a little bit nicer. So guys, until next time, happy farming.